Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
it's Saturday.
All right.
Also, last episode, we forgot to talk about our new little intro song.
Yes! Tell us what you think. I feel like it's a vibe,
It's such a vibe. It really goes with our whole brand.
Yeah, it's super fun. I love the new jingle.
Love
it's
it.
Great. It's
Love it.
Very much us. Hope you guys like it too.
Yes.
If you don't, so sorry.
Okay, welcome back for another episode.
22.
Guys, today I was getting dressed and I was like, have I worn this? Have I worn this? It's gotten to that point now where I'm like, I can't remember what I've worn.
We're looking the exact same.
We match.
We're some sexy Steve Jobs right now. That's the vibe. I even have my hair up. I
love your hair up.
Oh my God,
it looks so good.
This is very out of my comfort zone.
I love it.
We're trying new things this year, guys.
We're literally trying new things.
Yeah.
2023. It's all about that. How was your first week back at school?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was literally dreading it so much. Like, I was so anxious the night before. Like, my sleep wasn't that great. Just like when you're off for 2 weeks, I just had a new routine going. So to have to go back to an old routine was very stressful. But you know what? I set the bar really high for myself my first day back, and I think that was the key. Because I wanted to start working out before going to work in the morning, and I was like, if I can wake up at 5:30 a.m. the first day back after Christmas break and go to the gym and go to work, I can do anything.
And you did. I woke up and I was like, she's already done 2 workouts? What? 7 a.m.
I stretched and I went to the gym, and I had such a good day at work. My kids were so great.
Oh, that's so good.
It was just such a good day. It was way better than I could have anticipated. I hit a roadblock midweek today. It's kind of like shit hit the fan a bit, but we're powering through and we're going to make it through.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's always more, the anxiety and the buildup is always worse than the actual act.
Yeah, it's even worse, going back to work after this summer.
Oh my God.
I actually literally had a panic attack this summer, going back to work. I was like, I'm not ready.
Because you get into this routine and then it's like a change,
yeah.
right? So any change is
such a big change.
Such a big change, yeah.
8 weeks off to working full time again. It's like, what the F is that about?
What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we get into all of our little topics, I thought we could do a little bestie shout out because our besties are doing some crazy things.
We have some amazing besties and we're so proud of you guys.
Yeah.
All of our friends, you're amazing, and we want to give you a couple of shout outs.
Yeah.
First one is to our main girl, Kate Taylor. If you don't know her, you should, because she's one of the best people in the world.
She's so amazing.
Yeah, and the thing about Kate is she is one of the most musically inclined people that I know.
She always has the aux cord when we're
Yes.
out and about. She'll always be the one handling the music.
She's the aux queen. She's really talented with finding new music and just reading a room, setting the vibe, putting on the tunes that everybody's gonna vibe with. And she finally did something that I think is so cool. She started this little segment she does on her Instagram on Mondays. It's called Music Drop Mondays.
Yeah, I honestly, and she has different playlists on Spotify, one of which is Music Drop Mondays.
Yes.
So go follow that Spotify playlist because I've been following it, and honestly, it's so nice because you just
so
have
good.
a spot where you just go and it's constantly getting updated with new music.
Yeah, literally before Kate even did this, I followed her Spotify because I love all of her playlists that she makes, and I would periodically go to her Spotify to see what new playlists she has, and I would just vibe with them.
Yeah.
So her Music Drop Mondays, guys, go check it out. It has 3 different parts to it. There's a fresh track every week that she's loving. There's an on repeat, so what song that week has she just been listening to over and over again, and then there's a Let's Explore where she does an artist profile, which is really cool.
Yeah, so you got all different types of music and all different types of sound. So honestly, keep going, Kate, because I love it.
Yeah, we love it.
I love it.
It makes Mondays so much better.
Yes, so much better.
Thank you.
And then the other bestie shout out is for our good friend Haley, who got actually nominated for a Face Award.
Yes, Ottawa Faces.
Ottawa Faces.
Yeah, Faces Magazine. That's huge.
Award for her staging company. So if you don't know Staged Ottawa, go follow them as well. She has her own staging company and she just got nominated.
Yeah, for one of the best interior designers too. She's killing it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I actually worked for Haley in the summer, and it was so much fun getting to go to different houses around the city and seeing like how she works and like how her mind works, and just like helping her out to like make her visions like come true. It's super fun.
Cool. So cool. So
go follow her.
Our friends are super supportive of us, and we're going to be super supportive of them. Yeah. So love that.
Love you, besties.
Love you guys. And okay, so last little housekeeping thing is, if you saw on our Instagram, we posted about the giveaway on Monday. So you have, by the time you listen to this, like a couple more days.
Yeah, this comes out Saturday. You just have till Monday. So literally like 2 or 3 more days. So get commenting, get tagging, get reposting, and win yourself an ISP sweater.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Our friends have been living in their sweaters.
They actually have. Like Hannah had like a 3-day streak on Be Real in her sweater, and it was so funny.
I love it.
It's such a good sweater.
Oh my god.
Like not to toot our own horns, but like
it's so cozy.
Like we made some good ass merch.
Yeah, it was actually
I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us too.
Yeah.
It's the best sweater I've ever worn.
It's the best. And once I got the ivory one, I'm like, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
So good.
Okay, let's get into it. So
all right.
Let's do some I'm sorry but.
Couple stories. Okay, this is something I've been noticing lately, and it's really pissing me off and grossing me out. So I'm sorry, but wipe down your gym bench after using it.
Yeah.
What are you doing if you're not wiping down your bench? That's gross.
Always the sweatiest people that don't.
I know. I don't want to sit down on your sweat. It's disgusting. When I know during COVID, everyone was really good with it. And I don't know if like why people forgot all of a sudden. Because even before COVID, you should have been wiping your bench after you use it.
100%.
That's so gross.
I was always the over wiper. Like I would wipe every surface. Even if I didn't really even use it, I'm like, oh, they're going to hate me. So I'm like swiping it all.
I feel like I have to really give her, like really wipe it down. So please do that.
Please wipe. Be a good gym person. Put your stuff back too. Like after you use it.
Yeah.
Just, like,
oh my God.
Shit everywhere.
Do you think I'm trying to warm up on a leg press with like 345 plates on each side?
I can't take it off. Yeah, no.
That is so much.
Yeah, no, it's
put it back.
Yeah, put it back. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry, but, and this is like a positive I'm sorry, but.
Ooh, okay.
I've discovered, I feel like, the cheat code of life.
What?
And that cheat code is Chat GPT. If you don't know what Chat GPT is, you need to get on it now.
Okay, that's me. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so I knew you were going to ask me what it stands for, so I had to look it up. I was like, Tash always asks me what the acronyms are, and I never know. So I'm like, I'm going to be prepared this time and come prepared.
She's traumatized from FIFA.
So Chat GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Okay, so not the hottest name, but it's okay. We're going to go with it. So it's a large language model. And so what that means is that it's an AI that's trained in language. So there's different types of AIs. There's AIs that do visuals, like they can produce art. There's AIs that do different types of things. And this one specifically is a language model.
Wow.
So what it can do is think of like Google, but on crack. Okay. So I wrote all of the different functionalities that it can do and how you can use it for your everyday life.
Oh my God.
So
I'm excited.
You can literally say, provide me with an outline of, and then write a book, an article.
A book?
Like you can be like, if it has the book in its directory, and if it doesn't have the book, you can literally copy and paste like some kind of summary and then throw it into it and be like, summarize this for me. And it would come up with a summary of whatever you want. You can write things like, too long, didn't read, TLDR, and then add text and quotes. So you can like literally go to whatever article you want to summarize. Let's say you have to write a paper for school, or you need to read an article for a podcast. You literally copy all the text, push it into Chat GPT, and it will literally summarize it for you in like the most elegant way.
Really? Holy shit.
It's crazy. You can say something like, write me an email to my boss telling him that he's given me too much work and I don't have enough time to work on my task and I'm stressed or whatever. And it will literally write you an email.
Oh my God, I need to use this. This is so cool.
It's the craziest thing. I'm like, how did they come up with this? Like, it's a little bit scary. You can say, like, act as a professional spelling and grammar corrector and then add, like, all your text for, like, an essay.
I wonder if someone's going to use this for their wedding vows.
Literally, you could be like, write me wedding vows for, like, this type of person, da-da-da-da. Or you can say things like, if you're a content creator and you want to come up with a caption, you can literally say, write me a caption for Instagram about new books, or like starting a fresh page, or like something, like any topic, and it'll literally spew out.
Is this free?
It's free right now. So
right now
it's on OpenAI, which is like the people that came up with Chat GPT. Right now it's completely free, so you can go on. You just have to create an account and then you can start using it. But I suspect.
I'm sorry, but
I suspect in like the next, I don't know, 6 months or to a year, it will be paid because Microsoft just puts $1 billion into it, and apparently
Microsoft put $1 billion into it.
Apparently, they're evaluating this company right now at $30 billion.
Who made this company?
OpenAI. It's like some crazy thing.
Who made this? I want to be your friend.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
So literally use it and then let us know what you're using it for.
What have you used it for so far?
So I've used it for drafting emails. Like it's so good at like being like, I need to write an email for this. I've been using it for like correcting. Like I've been writing my thesis proposal. So I write like really like poorly written sentences and then like throw it in there and it like makes it super elegant. I've been using it for like summarizing articles. Like if you don't have time to read all these articles.
I'm sure they're so long.
Oh my God, they're so long. So you can just throw it in there and it gives you point form.
And then you're like, oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
I wish I had this when I was doing my master's.
Honestly,
so many articles.
I feel like, in Sims or something, you get like a cheat code and you can like, you have unlimited money and
money
stuff.
Load.
This feels like that. I'm like, am I cheating? Like, is this cheating?
Yeah.
But no, it's completely.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's ethical.
So, yeah, it's cool.
Wow.
It's
I'm sure
cool.
a lot of teachers will not be down, like high school and university professors, if like
people
are abusing it.
So people have been putting, like, I watched this whole video about it, and this guy put text from Chat GPT into like a plagiarizer thing to see if it like, and it wasn't plagiarized. Like he could, those plagiarizer tools that they use.
Because like it's never really, it's unique in each every time. It's technically your own words, but just,
better grammar
with a little je ne sais quoi, a little spice.
But every time it's different too.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't repeat itself.
That's some smart ass shit.
So cool, guys.
Wow.
It's so cool. So it's powerful. It's a little scary, but very powerful tool. But man, encourage everyone to go try it out and test it out.
I'm going to.
Yeah, definitely let us know what you think.
Okay, wow. Okay, I want to say, I'm sorry, but if you don't know me, don't add me on Be Real.
Oh my God, people have been adding me
like,
too.
People are adding me that I don't know. And there's people that, like, maybe there's, like, a couple of degrees of separation, but, like, I've never met you.
No,
Be Real is very personal.
It's very personal.
Like, I don't do that. It's not like Instagram.
No.
It's not even like Facebook. I feel like you truly, in my opinion, you should like know that person before you're adding them.
100%. Because I'm like always adding some weird ass pictures.
Yeah, that's really weird. Don't do that. Stop doing that.
Stop doing that. How do you get someone's Be Real even?
I don't even know.
I don't even know how to add someone.
It would I think it's like only if I like go to your profile, I think I can see like who your friends are. So you'd have to like creep somebody's friends.
Oh my God, so much work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or like maybe if you comment on someone else's and then they see your comment.
Yeah. Or maybe there's a page where it's like, oh, you might know this person. I'm not really sure. I literally don't add people on Be Real.
No, never do. Like 5 people.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, so stop doing that, please.
Okay, the other thing, I was driving the other day and I feel like maybe I've talked about this or maybe I haven't, but I'm sorry, but stop adding sirens to music.
Oh my God, yes.
I hate when you're driving and it's like there's an ambulance sound or a police sound in the track and you're like, oh my God, am I getting pulled over?
Or a beep. Like in the song, my like best friend with like Sweetie and whatever, it's like beep beep. There's my Bestie and a Tessie. Like literally the first time I heard that song and I was driving, it was like beep beep. I was like, oh. No, I'm so jumpy when I'm driving, so hearing a beep beep, I was like, ooh, and I'm like, oh my God, it's the fucking song.
It's the freaking song. No, stop adding sirens to music. I think that should be illegal. Like,
yeah, that
should.
There's definitely been like some bad shit that's happened because of that.
Yeah,
people are like getting scared and swerving and shit. Like, no, I agree.
Needs to stop. Like,
let's veto that. I feel like that's so 2012.
Yeah, no, that needs to stop.
We're not into that.
No.
Okay, let's do some social seg.
Oh, I've been dying to talk about
You know what? I actually wanted to talk about this last week, and I forgot to put it in. And then you put it on, so I'm like, okay, now we
same
both...
brain. Same brain.
Same motherfucking
Okay,
brain.
so if you don't know who Alix Earle is, then I don't know.
You're sleeping.
You probably don't have TikTok because
she is
TikTok the fuck up on TikTok right now. I think she has
Instagram now too.
Yeah, I think she has like 3 million followers on TikTok and like almost 2 on Instagram.
Yeah, probably more as we speak. By Saturday, who fucking knows, dude?
Yeah.
Let's see by Saturday, right? What's today? What today's Wednesday? Let's see how much she's grown since Wednesday, because I bet you it's like at least 1 million.
I think so too. So if you don't know who she is and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, she's like the new it girl on TikTok. I have no idea. I was trying to like figure out what the Alix Earle effect is and why she's so famous and so big in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
And I think it's mainly because first of all, she's so young. She's only 22.
Yeah, she's 22. She's a young
So
girl.
I feel like she's definitely hitting that demographic, but she looks older, so she's kind of hitting our demographic too.
Yep.
So she's in 2 different demographics. Another thing is she's pretty relatable. Like,
I agree. She's so relatable. Like
She-
in a weird way. Like she's on a yacht dating like MLB players and stuff,
Yeah.
but just like she's just very open and honest in that sense.
yeah, like she had really bad acne and she was posting
Yeah.
about that. And I
She's
don't know,
open
she's
about
very-
her boob job, and she does a lot of like get ready with me,
Yeah.
which I never realized like how much of my attention I'm willing to give to get ready with me videos. Because
I love get ready with me
I-
videos.
I
On YouTube
love-
though, like TikTok's a little bit difficult because you're like, I'm getting ready. I'm like, I don't want to watch this like this, but on YouTube.
even when I'm not getting ready though, I just like watching other people get ready. I just like
too.
seeing, like I find so many people do different things that I didn't know about when they're putting on makeup, and I'm like, oh, I want to try that. And then when they're just like catching you up at their life, you kind of just feel like you're just chatting with them.
Honestly, getting ready is like the most calming. I love getting ready.
Getting ready is nice. If you're not pressed for time.
If you're not pressed for time, yes,
It's
I take that back.
nice.
If it's not pressed for time, it's very calming.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's super relatable. She's young. She's obviously gorgeous, and her followers
fun.
are just loving her. Like people are just
Yeah.
loving her.
People
So-
are. I don't mind her.
Yeah.
Like, and she's not a dumb girl. Like
No.
she's very well spoken. She's also really open about how she like tried to join a sorority and she didn't get in, and they
Oh, I
like
didn't
cut
know
her
that.
like last minute, and she's just talking about how if you don't join a sorority, like it's fine, you're gonna be fine, like don't worry about it. And you would look at her and you'd probably think, oh, like this bitch is definitely in like a sorority in the States.
Yeah.
She wasn't, and whatever sorority dropped her, you probably
You regret it now.
crying.
And did you hear her boyfriend like wouldn't post her? So she was
Yeah.
dating this like baseball
MLB,
player,
yeah.
and he wouldn't post her on his Instagram, and then now he's probably regretting that.
Yeah. Well, they went to, so I feel like this is my bestie, Alix. She went to a Christmas party with him, and they took a bunch of pictures, and then he just posted a selfie of himself and not a picture of them. So she was like, all right, boy, bye.
Also, her name is Alix, but it's spelled with an I instead of an E. And
Which
feel
I like.
I feel like that makes her different.
Yeah. We're fans.
So we're
apparently.
fans. This is an Alix pod now. Come on the
Do you know
pod,
how much she
Alix.
gets for her like endorsements?
How much?
$100,000
Per post?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
And this girl's already rich.
She's so rich already.
She's already rich.
You live in a
Parents are rich,
Miami,
rich.
like you're rich.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, she'll like post a video and then she'll be like, yeah, I'm going to like a Selena Gomez event, and then she'll be like, okay, I'm home from the event. I have to go write like a 25-page paper, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forget you're in school.
Oh my god, yeah, you're actually still in school.
I forgot you're literally 20.
She could quit school right now if she wanted to.
Yeah, she really could, but
Yeah,
anyway,
so check her
yeah,
out if
check
you're
her out.
bored. She just showed up on my FYP page, and now I follow her. I'm into
Yeah,
it.
I like her.
Okay, we're gonna move over to Instagram for a second because I don't know if it's just me,
Oh my god, yeah.
but guys, when you go to search on Instagram lately, or just now, and I go and I'll write Romina, let's say I want to go to Romina's page, and I press RO, Romina pops up immediately. By the time I go to click her, she's gone down, and it's just like a search
It's like
of
Romania comes
Yes.
up as like a location, and now
Right.
you're looking up hotels in Romania.
It's so stupid and annoying. Instagram, stop doing that. Let me just
so
click on what I
annoying.
want to click on, and don't give me suggestions, or
Yeah.
I would have typed it in.
I know. And they know it too. Like you've creeped someone before and you'll go and it's like the first person that pops up and you're like, and then you go to click and it's gone. Like, what am I doing now? Why am I on like
Literally.
some
And then I'm like, oh
random thing?
shit, I forgot I did that. Go back, press it again, and then it's like muscle memory. You just like go again. I'm like, shit, no, wait, I have to wait like 3 seconds now. It's frustrating.
It's really frustrating. And people have been talking, I feel like we were talking about it. We were talking to other people and they're like, no, that happens to me too. Because I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
I thought it was just my Instagram was glitched. But
Yes.
no, it's happened to other
happened
people.
to all of us. We're all victims.
We're all victims to Instagram, man. Instagram
Yeah.
sometimes it's just the worst. But
But we're still going to use it.
yeah, we're still going to use it. We still love it. Okay, here's a little life hack that I actually used today because I was like, I don't have time to curl my hair completely, but if you put your hair in like a high ponytail, like
Ooh.
above your head, and then you just curl the pieces
Yeah.
in the ponytail, and then you take the ponytail out, your hair is literally curled.
Is that what you did today?
I did that today.
Wow.
And then you just have to touch up like your bangs and stuff, but it's a game changer.
Okay, cute.
So
and
if
then
you're
it
ever like pressed for time and you're like, I need to curl my hair, but I don't have time to like section it off.
yeah, it's a
and do all this
process.
stuff.
Oh my god.
definitely try putting up in a ponytail and just like.
Wow. You should make Get Ready With Me videos. I would watch them.
I don't have time, man.
Yeah, that is a yeah, I don't know how they like section everything off and cut it up so nicely.
Maybe we'll try doing, maybe we could do like a combined one or something, but.
No, we'll just do you. Or just me watching you in the background.
You're just in there like, okay.
I want to see how Romina does her makeup.
Oh my God. TikTok's actually fun. We've been having fun with TikTok.
I love TikTok.
It's so fun.
You know what? When the pandemic started, I was just like, okay, I'm going to download this app. I'm bored, whatever. Little did I know, like 3 years later, I'd be knee deep in it, like making TikToks once a week with my best friend.
And you know what's funny? It's like when it started, it was just like these girls doing these dances. I'm so happy that it went away from that whole thing of like just making dances, because I think that's kind of cringe.
Man, there are some people that are so talented with their transitions. It still blows my mind when they do all that like up close stuff and they're pulling their different shirts and their heads popping out. Like
that's crazy.
It's beyond me. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
It must take so long.
And I like how like it's going into the direction now, TikTok, of like long form videos, like the Get Ready
With Me.
Yeah,
like 3 minutes or so, or even longer now.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 minutes or a couple minutes.
That's a long time.
I just feel like it's more refreshing than just like these people lip syncing songs.
Exactly.
You know? So
agreed.
I like it. I like the app. It's going in a good direction.
Okay, what more random ass shit do we have to talk about?
Oh my God.
Okay, what is this? This has been here for a little bit. This is really random.
This is so random. Did you ever watch Happy Tree Friends when you were a kid?
I don't think so.
Okay, Happy Tree Friends, and if people are listening right now and they're either like, oh my God, or they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking
about? So Happy Tree Friends was like this cartoon that you could watch as a kid, and it was just about these like little like animal things that would get hurt in these ridiculous ways, and they're like 3 or 4 minute videos, like I'll show you on our break, and they're literally like, it's just like this little panda like looking thing, he'll like be walking and like a tree will fall on him and his like eye will come out. It's like really kind of gory. Like, it's pretty for children. This is for children. I remember, I don't know if it's for children, but it's like definitely like I was like 13 or something watching these. Me and Farzah one night, we were like watching something on TikTok, and it triggered both of us to be like, Happy Tree Friends? Like we were both like, oh my God,
that's so cute.
Happy Tree Friends? But yeah, it's pretty gory. Like I was watching them again and I'm like, how did I watch this as a kid? Like these are pretty gross.
I have never heard of this. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it's very weird, but
you watch some weird ass shit.
Definitely watch it and let us know what you think, and if you think it's for children, because I was watching it and I was like, I don't think this is for kids.
It's funny too. Yeah, I remember like there's some shows I definitely watched as a kid, like I mean, obviously probably like Simpsons were not for children, but I literally grew up on The Simpsons, and I had friends who were like, oh, I'm not allowed to watch The Simpsons, and I'm like, what? Like I watch them all the time. Channel 36, like at 6 p.m.
Family Guy.
Channel 48, like Teletoon.
Remember like the YTV guy, Carlos? The
guy with the like spiky hair?
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of the show called like Uh-Oh or something.
Okay, but do you remember like there was a host for YTV? It was like Carlos and Sugar, the girl with a really high-pitched voice. I don't know if you remember them. But anyway, I saw him. He's on the ET Canada now.
No way.
Yeah, with like the other guy we know.
Oh.
So and I was like, wait, what? This is like the YTV guy.
Okay,
so
we had to look at that after. That's
so
crazy.
I clicked on him, and his profile, he's like, your YTV childhood like host.
What did YTV stand for? Like young television? Like
acronyms by Tash. I have no freaking idea.
I like to know what they mean.
It's TV. I don't know.
Yeah, I watched a lot of shit on there too.
I remember that you could submit like things, like if it was your birthday, you could write like, it's my birthday, and write like a little card, and they would read it on TV. And one year I did it. Like I wrote like,
did they read it out?
I read it out.
Oh my gosh!
I wish I like recorded it somehow.
That was channel 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 25 was that. 48 was Teletoon. 51 was Family Channel.
Yeah.
36 was like Fox or something.
Why do we remember these? Like 51, I remember was Family Channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
4. Remember the channel 4, like the TV guide channel? You just go and it would like tell you what's on all the channels.
Slowly, and you would have to wait there for like 10 minutes just to see like, what was playing.
Oh my God.
And then they introduced the guide feature on TV where you could actually look at. Damn,
we've been through it.
Holy crap! Like these Gen Zs with like Netflix now, like you guys don't know anything.
You'll never know the TV guide.
Our parents are like, you guys don't know. We used to listen to radio.
Yeah, we had the newspaper to check the movie times.
Oh my God, they would have like TV guides
in the newspaper.
Damn. Yeah, we're
throwback.
Lucky, man. Throwback.
Speaking of TV, you wrote something about birds on TV.
Okay. So if you have a dog and you're like trying to entertain your dog and you're like going out somewhere or whatever, go on YouTube and type bird TV or just TV for dogs. And there's like this channel that's like, it's 4K. Honestly, sometimes I listen to it just to meditate. It's amazing. 4K. It's 4K. It's 8 hours of nonstop birds. And it's so calming. And Nova loves it. She'll like sit there and watch the birds, and there's different ones.
Aww,
and sometimes
that's so cute. She's so observant.
I don't know if it's just Nova, so I'm curious to know if like other people do this with their dogs, but I think so. You just like leave it on.
I would try it. Whenever we watch stuff though, like Stark never really watches the TV with us. Okay. But if he hears like a dog start barking, he'll like obviously will be like, who is that? What's going on? But he doesn't like, it's like he almost doesn't see like there's a dog on the TV. He's like looking out the window. I'm like, bro, it's right on the TV.
Oh my God. One time we were watching like, we put like wolves on TV to see if like Nova would howl, because like she'll howl sometimes. Oh my gosh. And there was a wolf on the TV, and then the wolf like walked off the screen, and Nova went behind the TV looking for the wolf, and I'm like, oh my God, this dog! Like
she's so smart. She's like, where is he?
So funny. But
that's really cute.
Yeah, so try it out. Honestly, I think it's really helpful to entertain your dog, and
if they're home alone for a long time. Yeah.
It's like
that's a cute idea. I like that.
It's a cute little thing.
Okay, last random thing. I just need to talk about this because I ate it. The last time I ate it was after New Year's Eve because I was hungover. And even not hungover, this food is delicious. And I don't think people know about it. Harvey's buffalo chicken poutine.
Okay, you've told me about this and I still have yet to try it.
It's so...
Harvey's poutine is elite though.
Okay, and now put some buffalo chicken on there. It's so good and spicy and just... you have to get it like... It doesn't have to be hungover. It's dry January. Get it tomorrow morning. Get it tomorrow afternoon for dinner, whatever. It is delicious.
Yum. So it's like crispy chicken, and then they like dunk it in like Frank's or something, and it's on top. Oh, that sounds so
I could probably easily make that at home, but like it's just so
no. It's like
good.
It's like the McGriddle thing where you go to make it at
home.
Oh my God,
it takes so long. No,
it's too long.
But yeah, head over to Harvey's. I really like their burgers too, and it's cool that you can put like whatever you want on them.
Yeah, and I feel like the Harvey's burgers are like the only ones where I'm like, this is actually like a burger, like the patty.
Like, it tastes like it was just on the grill.
Yeah, like tastes like burgers we make at home. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like McDonald's and stuff, it's like so thin. You're like, I couldn't make this.
Yeah, we can't make that.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some showtime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We've been seeing more movies lately than shows, I feel. So let's talk about some little bit of some movies you've been seeing.
Okay, so we just went and watched Avatar last night.
Yes, and we saw it this week too.
Yeah, we were like, I was like, I need to watch it before the pod so we can talk about it because
oh my God, I love that.
It was insane.
I loved it.
I loved it so much.
I didn't feel like it was 3 hours and 12 minutes.
No. So it's so funny. The people that were sitting beside us in the movie theater legitimately brought a blanket and pillows. Like they were cozying up. I was like looking at them. I'm like, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. They literally look like they had set it up like they were having a movie night at home.
That's so funny.
They had like 3 pillows around.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, guys, like
what theater did you go to?
Landmark. It's just right here.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really liked it. You'd seen the first one, obviously. Yeah. I'd seen the first one like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I did remember the gist of it. I do wish I had watched it before going. So do watch the first one to refresh your memory if you have the time. But yeah, the story was really good. The detailing and everything was amazing. Like everything was really good. The acting was phenomenal.
And did you guys watch it in 3D?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So one of the things is like I feel like I'm not a huge fan of 3D movies, but this one was good because it wasn't like, you know, some of the 3D movies you're like, oh, I have a headache. Like this is too much. Like it wasn't too much. It was very subtle. It was pretty subtle. Faraz says it has a really bad motion sickness, so he was like, man, I hope I can make 3 hours of a 3-hour movie of 3D, but he was able to do it. So yeah. It
was pretty, like, there was only one time where, like, some water, like, came up where I was kind of like, huh. And I was like, oh, it's a 3D movie. But other than that, like, I honestly didn't feel like it needed to be in 3D.
It didn't need to be 3D, I feel like.
Like, I really don't like the glasses. But, yeah, I cried at the end.
I cried multiple times throughout it.
You did? Yeah. Then I don't feel as bad. Like, literally, I didn't cry the whole time. And then, for some reason, at the end just got me. And I cried, and then the lights turned on, and everyone's looking at me, and I'm like, fuck. Like, I was fine for the first 3 hours and 10 minutes. In the last 2 minutes, I started to cry.
I know, and it's so funny, too, with the glasses, because I was crying, and I'm like moving my glasses down to, like, wipe my tears, and then Faraz would, like, do something funny with his glasses. He's, like, pulling them down. I'm like, Oh my god, this is a whole thing. But it was so cool because like they created this whole other world, and it was like all of the animals and stuff. I missed my dog during it. I was like, I can't wait to go hug Nova, like spirit animals. And
apparently there's 3 more coming out, and the next one's coming out this year.
I could see them because now they've expanded. They're gonna probably do another area and like a new tribe and a new. Like, it's really cool.
There's a lot you can do with it.
Yeah.
I agree.
So definitely go watch it. I think it's worth the hype. And it's also one of those movies that you should probably see in theaters because... I
agree, yeah.
Like, you want to get the whole, like experience.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely see it in theaters. Get some popcorn.
Yeah,
it'll be good. We saw another movie recently that I want to talk about quickly. Okay. It's called The Whale. Okay. Which I'd never heard of. And it's with Brendan Fraser. Do you remember who he is? No. George of the Jungle.
Oh, okay.
That guy?
Yeah.
So he's in it, and it's the kind of movie where it's very like kind of artsy, and like it's filmed like in one setting, like it's in this guy's like dingy apartment pretty much the entire time. He's this like morbidly obese like online English teacher, and he's trying to reconnect with his teenage daughter. Okay. And just from that storyline, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. And the opening scene was really fucking weird, but it actually is such a good movie, and it's one of those movies where it's kind of like White Lotus in a way where you really get invested in the characters, and the actors and actresses are really, really good, and it tug on my heartstrings, man.
Okay, so you would definitely recommend it for people to watch.
I think I would recommend it if you're okay with like feeling kind of uncomfortable. Yeah. I would watch it.
I feel like a lot of movies are going into that direction of like that. It's almost realistic. It's so realistic that it's unrealistic. Like, you feel like it's real life.
Yeah. It's just that, like, there are people's lives that are probably similar to this, and you don't really think about it that often because how many like 600-pound people do you really know? Yeah. And it's just, there's parts that just made me uncomfortable. Yeah. And I still would recommend seeing it. It was definitely a really good movie.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely going to watch it then. I'll put it on my list. Yeah. Another thing that's coming out that we're super excited for is Love Island's coming out. Yeah. Love Island UK, because that's the only one that you should be watching. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't watch the other ones. I'm so excited, Romina, because I just got on the Love Island train, as you know, when we started this podcast. Yeah. And so I've never actually watched a season like live as it's happening. Oh my god. This is my first one, so this better be the hottest, spiciest season.
This is unusual for them. So they usually only have one season that comes out in the summer. Yeah. But this year, so usually what they do is they go to Spain, but this year they're shooting it because obviously Spain right now is way too cold in the winter, so they're going to go to South Africa.
So it's going to be a new villa.
It's a new villa. Spicy cast.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited.
Premieres next week.
And there's a new episode every day, so
are you serious?
Yeah, there's gonna be remember how many episodes there are per season?
I know there's like 50 something. Yeah, literally.
Like with all the other stuff.
Super excited. We'll definitely have to watch some episodes together, and oh my god, I'm super
I want to do excited. Because one of our friends Carlo made like a bet on the last one while it was still playing like that Ekansu and Davide were gonna win. He made some money off of them because you can actually bet.
I want to do that.
Yeah, so now I'm like, should we like bet some money?
Why not?
Like quick $20 or something.
Yeah, I have to like look into the cast more. I haven't even seen who's on it, and I wonder how they're gonna do it. Like, will like girls pick like guys, or vice versa, or will the public pick like last time?
I know. I'm like, I don't know. They always have a spin though.
And just new host.
Yes, there's a new host. I'm so excited.
So many exciting things, guys.
So keep I'm
super
watch
excited.
It, and then next pod we'll give a little review and who we think are like favorite characters,
our least faves.
Yeah, all that stuff. Okay, last like movie that I've wanted to talk about. Mm-hmm. So we were on like a Disney live action Disney kind of
Disney
binge.
Tip.
This like Christmas break, and so we watched what did we watch? Aladdin, like the live action. One of my favorites. Oh my god, you need to watch it if you
live action. What does that even mean?
So it's just like not a cartoon, like it's like real life. Like Aladdin.
I don't know if I fuck with those.
Oh my god, you have to watch Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah, you have to watch it. You'll like it.
So weird being a 90s baby and then seeing like all these movies be like IRL. I'm like
Aladdin, I 100% would recommend. We tried watching Cinderella and gave up because it was so boring. But then Maleficent, the 1 and 2. It's Angelina Jolie. Yeah. And it's Dakota Fanning's sister, Elle Fanning. Yeah. really good. So it's not like
Okay.
Disney at all. It's a whole new storyline. So I don't know if you actually remember who she was.
I never
in it.
watched Maleficent.
Okay, so Maleficent is from Sleeping Beauty. She was like the bad
The
witch,
witch.
in Sleeping Beauty. But
Okay.
they made a whole new storyline for these two movies. Like,
Cool.
has nothing to do with Sleeping Beauty, really.
Okay.
Like, they just made their own spin-off of that. And it's so good.
Is it Angelina Jolie again?
Yeah, it's Angelina Jolie for both of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so definitely go watch it. It's old. Like, it's not like a new movie.
Yeah.
It's like older, but we had never watched it. So we were like on this Disney train. So we're like, let's just watch all of them.
Okay.
And yeah,
It's on
definitely
Netflix?
Aladdin and Maleficent.
Oh, no, it's on Disney Plus.
It's
obviously.
on Disney. Yeah, it's on Disney. But yeah.
Okay, I could switch it out. We could do that.
It's really good. Like, I know you would like it. It's very much like...
Maybe I'll watch it
these
this weekend. The
fairy-
girls are visiting. I'll watch it this
Yeah.
weekend.
There's like a fairy tale land. They made like all these new, kind of like Avatar, where they had their own like land and like
Like, kinda
animals and
Like sci-fi kind of vibe.
sci-fi-ish. But
Okay.
it's really good. I like definitely recommend. It's really, really good.
I mean, I do love your recos.
So definitely watch that.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's all the Showtime. That was a lot of movies.
Yeah,
but-
we've been crushing movies lately, guys.
Yeah, we've been crushing movies. Haven't really been watching many shows.
No,
or
not
really,
lately.
no.
That's okay, though. It's good. Okay to switch it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do a full send, and by full send, let's do our dry January update. You start.
Okay.
You're great. You start.
So we're still doing dry Jan. Haven't had a sip of alcohol.
Wow. What an
Feeling
angel.
good, feeling
good. Looking
But
good.
you know what? I haven't been tested yet. So last weekend
Yeah.
we stayed in. So like we haven't done anything where I would have even drank. Like we've literally just been chilling at home, going to the movies, like hanging around.
Yeah.
So I haven't
That's
been
good.
tested.
That's smart.
Yeah. So and this weekend I'm a little nervous because we're going into this weekend. There's some plans. We have a friend's birthday and we're doing some other stuff and I'm a little bit
You will be
nervous.
tested.
I'm nervous for this weekend.
Stay tuned for next episode, your next update, your third week update.
Yeah. So
No, I'm proud of you so far, though.
Yeah.
That's because even, I don't know, I feel like sometimes at home you just want, it's nice to have like nice
glass
drink.
of wine.
Yeah.
I will say, like Friday, I was like, oh, I kind of just want a glass of wine. But then I'm like, what's the point? You know,
Yeah.
like might as well just do it.
Might-
if I'm
yeah.
gonna do something, I might as well just do it. you know?
Exactly.
So yeah,
Good
how's
job.
your dry January?
Well, guys, it was going so good.
Yeah.
It really was. But then you know what? I had in my back pocket, I kind of knew that this upcoming weekend, I had some girlfriends visiting from Toronto partly for one of their birthdays, but also to like celebrate mine and Matt's
Yeah.
engagement. So I'm like, obviously, I want to have some like champagne and whatever. So I kind of used that as like a get out of jail free card. I know I was going to be drinking. I went to a Sens game this weekend for a friend's surprise birthday party, and I was so strong in the beginning, Romina. Like
I know you were.
I
yeah.
was
You
so
were texting
strong.
me.
I said no to drinks, like free drinks. I was like, no, I'm good. And then we ended up in this box. And when you're in a box at the Sens game,
You feel bougie. You feel like you're richer than everyone.
Yeah, I'm
and-
sorry, but like literally, like free drinks and food were just like flowing around, being thrown at me. Basically, like it's like, you know that TikTok where it's like, oh, I accidentally like tripped and fell, and then there's
Yeah.
a drink in my hand, and I'm like chugging it back, and next thing I know, I'm just had a couple of Beveraginos, and you know, I didn't do it like overdo it at all. I just like had a few drinks throughout the night, but yeah, that's where I'm at with dry January. So I don't drink during the week.
Honestly, I feel like sometimes when you try to go overboard with something too, like it's either it's a fail or it's a success, and instead we should just be like, okay, we've reduced our consumption, and
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a win in itself.
That is like I didn't
know?
wake up hungover or anything. Like I went to the gym the next day. Like I was so fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I definitely failed my challenge, which sucks.
It's okay. You already did sober
I
October.
did sober October, so I'll try again in October. But for now,
Yeah, you can't do dry. You can't do dry February because it's my birthday. Sorry.
Oh hell
we'll
no.
try dry March. I don't even know.
Yeah, I
Is there
don't-
like a slogan for that? I don't know, but
I don't know.
yeah. So March and then March, we'll try that,
Yeah,
and we'll let
that's
you know.
that's where we're at, guys, and that's okay.
It's funny because my TikTok algorithm right now is just like all sober things.
Me too.
I don't know if it's just because.
Oh my
I like
god.
it too. Yeah.
So much, and it's just like, but mostly it's not even just like sober January. It's like I quit drinking,
yeah.
and now I feel so good.
So
The last
good.
500 days sober. I'm like, this is not for me. Like, get off of my algorithm. I just
my-
wanted to try it for a month.
We have a podcast. It's called It's Saturday. Hello, but no,
It's sober Saturday.
Sober.
That is very different merch,
No,
and we're not about it.
We would just change the podcast to like it's Sunday.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
restful Sunday. But one of the things I did come across, and it was like an article that I actually went and read after, was like one of it was
did
talking
you read
about
it through GTP?
no. It's actually GPT, but they should have put Chat GTP because I always mess it up too.
Yeah,
it's a better name, but. Anyway, it was talking about how obviously when you quit alcohol, like your body is like craving sugar because if you think about how much sugar alcohol has, most of the alcohols, like if you're drinking wine, if you're drinking like most things, and if you just cut it off, like your body is like craving sugar. And I've recently found like my sweet tooth, I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, but it's been on crack. Like this past week, I'm like, I want cookies, I want chocolate, and I'm like, I want all these sweets. And then it was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Like your body is kind of in like this like
it's in withdrawal
phase of like, okay, now you're not getting it through this. Like, let's get it some other way. So if you're like doing dry January and you're finding that your sweet tooth is up for whatever reason,
this is why. Science,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah. So
that's really interesting.
Also your sleep. Like, I don't know if you've been having crazy dreams, but at the beginning, I've been having some crazy ass dreams.
I had a dream last night that I was in the city and I was being hunted by a lion all over the city. It was so spooky.
No, literally. I've been having
big ass lion.
Oh, that's so funny.
What the hell is that about?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I fully did. I mean, I drank once so far. So it's basically a dry January.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely think it was a dream. And actually the chocolates too, because the last 2 nights I like obviously got a bunch of chocolate for Christmas from like different families and whatever. And I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, I need to have like 4 chocolates like before going to bed.
Literally, I've been
just
the same. Like I'm like, I want cookies, I want chocolate, I want all this stuff. And I'm like,
yeah,
I don't usually like this.
Yeah, that's not like not to certain this extent. Like I felt like this has been way more than like I have ever been in a really long time.
Yeah.
So that's definitely why.
It's okay. Like your body is just like trying to accommodate that, like substitute sugar for the lack of sugar in other ways. But honestly, I was thinking about it too. I'm like, man, we spend so much money on alcohol, like going out for drinks.
So much money.
It's so expensive, but if you just go out for like a dinner and you don't get drinks, like it's
quite
so
affordable.
It's so affordable.
It's true. Usually, like the drinks, if you have 3, it's like as much as your dinner.
It's literally the same. And then you're like, wait, I could have went to like Cuba with this money that I spent on like 4 weekends going out for drinks. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So you know,
depressing.
like it's good to test ourselves in these ways, and
especially in these cold winter months.
That's what I was saying. Like it's not that fun. Like summer is different. So
go off in the summer.
Go off in summer. Like patio drinks, heck yes. Like go out every night. I don't care. Pool parties, all this
cottage.
Stuff. But in the winter, I'm like, I'll hibernate. I'll see you in a couple months. Like,
bye.
I'm not doing that.
All right, let's do a little tabloid.
Okay,
there's
this
a
is
couple
like
fun things in here.
Huge. Jen Shaw. We gotta talk about that.
Guys, I don't know if you watched Salt Lake City, like Real Housewives, but they're on season 3, and I don't know how they're going to continue the show because Jen Shaw, one of the main like characters, I was going to say, one of the main people on the show who provides all of the drama, is
the only interesting person on
really
the show.
The only interesting one. Yeah, she's being sentenced to 6.5 years in prison for fraud. Yeah. I think we all knew that she was likely very guilty, and she's finally pled guilty, and she goes to prison like mid-February.
So it's so funny because now there's all these TikToks and like videos coming out because so she's dating this. She's not dating. She's married to Coach Shaw, and he's a football coach. But in the show, she was throwing these extravagant parties. She has like all these people that work for her,
glam squad,
like all this stuff, and we're like, man, she looks like Kim K with the amount of people that are surrounding her, and. Meanwhile, her husband's just like a football coach. Like,
which they make good money, but not like millions of dollars.
Like that.
And she said she has her own company, and like whatever she would say, like whenever she would say what she does, we're like, wait, what do you do?
No, her thing was always like, it has to do with algorithms, and people are like, this doesn't even make sense. Like,
it has to do with fraud. That's what she was meant to say. And now you're going to jail, which is so sad. I feel bad for her family. Like she has 2 kids. Like that's really hard, and I know like. She's probably going through some tough times, so like, do you feel bad for her? But also like, don't fraud people, especially elderly people.
Dude, she was throwing some crazy scams though. Did you hear about them? Like, so she was frauding elderly people by creating these fake websites, saying that she was going to help them with taxes, like doing their taxes.
Imagine just taking like, if you take a little bit of money from like all these elderly people, like it just flies into the radar a little bit. But then it's like, it adds up. Like, you're making so much money off of them.
Crazy.
But
when I think it's fraud, I'm like, sometimes people like frauded and they just like didn't know or something. But this was like blatantly, like she was out there frauding like elderly people. Frauding. Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
See who's gonna replace her. They're gonna need to spice up the show, get some like new people on. We'll see what they do. But I know I'll give it a chance, but I feel like it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the same. It's funny because she got sentenced and then that night she went out with like 15 people for dinner at in like New York City, and people were like, maybe stay home. Like, she had like a whole squad of people and they all went out to dinner. Yeah, which is fair. You're going to jail. Like, maybe live it up, but like, damn. Yeah. Like, didn't even wait a second. Like, that night, I would have been crying. I don't know how you're gonna do 6.5 years in jail. Like, I think she can get out for good behavior in like 4 or 5 years, but it's still a really, really long time. Like, I think she's like in her 50s. Yeah. Yeah, like she's going to jail in Texas because apparently they have this like rehab program, because like she's gonna say that it was because of I'm doing air quotes, but because of her drinking that led her to do this, which that's such bullshit. It's really bullshit. But she's gonna be in a sober program, like she'll be in a nice facility, and apparently that will help her get out faster. Wow. Yeah. So. Okay. She's still working, guys. She is always working, that woman. She's working, even when we think she's not. So, we'll see. Okay, and then the other thing I wrote on here was, so the Golden Globes was last night. Yes, okay? They were. And Zendaya was not there. Yeah, I never watch award shows because, like, you have to have, like, cable TV. What channel is that on? I don't even know. I don't know. And that, like, led me to, like, this topic of, like, our award shows, because people came out saying the Golden Globes was a snooze fest. Apparently people were being so like extra political and just like with what they were saying in their speeches, and it was very don't want to offend anybody, boring, and apparently it was really lame. So I think like award shows are kind of dying down. Like they're kind of dying. Like the Oscars, everything's just kind of like people have been boycotting a bunch of these things. Yeah, it's so true. I feel like more people are interested in the Met Gala because of like the looks, and then nobody even sees it. Like it's just like a red carpet and then it's done. Yeah, and people are in like the Golden Globes or the Grammys. Like, if I were to watch any of these, it would probably just be to like see A, who the host is, and B, who is performing. Yes. Not really like to actually watch. Like I don't really care who wins. Like I know some people leading up to the Oscars, they watch like all the movies that are been nominated. I'm like, I don't have time for that. No, I don't. Crazy. No. I guess the last like really the award show that popped off was probably when Will Smith like smacked Chris Rock across the face. I feel like since then everyone's like, we're not doing anything. No, we're not doing anything. Yeah, exactly. So people were being super political of this like, one. Thank apparently. You, and by you I mean he and she and they and them and all the people. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Golden Globes and all that. And with award shows. Award shows, like I feel like it's kind of dying down. Yeah. Our generation's like over it. I feel like. I think so too. We're like we have enough like subscriptions to like Hulu, Netflix, all these things. Yeah. Also, like who decides this shit? Like who's the panel? I don't. Yeah. It's like all white men. Like who decides who wins? Great. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then the last thing for tabloid talk was like so Kim Kardashian's been doing a lot more podcast interviews. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've seen some not podcast clips. So some TikToks of podcast clips. Yeah, so she was on Gwyneth Paltrow's like Goop podcast. Oh, I didn't see that one though. And then she was on Angie Martinez, which I didn't even know who this was, but apparently she's huge. She was like in radio and stuff. She was on her podcast, and I have a theory. I think the reason that she's doing all these podcasts is A, because like obviously Kanye just went off like shits, and like she's trying to save face and all this stuff, but mainly because of that. But I don't know, like she's been doing a lot more podcast interviews. They asked her about the Kanye maybe because stuff. She has a podcast now too. Maybe to promote that too. Yeah, they asked her about Kanye. So they asked her about Kanye and like what her kids are doing about that, and she's like. They don't know anything apparently about, and I'm like, they go to school. They go to school. Like, how do they not know? But she probably thinks they don't know, but they know. But I did tell her. Yeah, I did respect when she said like, I will not like badmouth their father, and one day like they're gonna thank me for that. Like one day they're gonna be thankful and grateful that I didn't say bad things about their dad. Because I'm sure she could say probably a lot of bad shit about Kanye, especially at this point. But I get that, like that's their dad, and. You know. Yeah. Have they found Kanye, or is he still missing? I don't know, man. happening with this guy?
Hiding in a farm in Wyoming, milking cows. I don't know.
It's like weird. It's scary and weird, but
yeah.
Oh my God.
Something didn't I remember like I saw this like TikTok of like weird ass predictions of this year, and some random like influencer was making predictions saying that this year Kanye's gonna die.
Honestly, guys, I would like knock on wood because I actually don't want
him
him to die.
No,
That's ridiculous. But like, I don't know. This like Illuminati shit has been popping off on TikTok, and I kind of like have been.
Yeah,
I can
he's
see
gonna,
that
like,
happening.
Slip and fall, or who knows what's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't, but
yeah, that's crazy.
Saying.
That's freaking crazy, man. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. From that note, let's go to some health and wellness. Where don't talk about people dying and shit.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about this book that I've been reading, and I'm like literally going to my notes because I wrote like little notes, but it's called The Comfort Crisis. Comfort Crisis by Michael Easter.
This is a book?
It's a book.
You read it?
So it's an audiobook it's a book, but I'm listening to the audiobook right now. I haven't read the whole thing. I'm only on like chapter 8 or something, but it's really, really good. It's just talking about how we should strive to like go outside of our comfort zones in our daily lives.
Yes,
and
my hair's up.
Yeah, to do things that are different and outside of our comfort zones because in daily life, like especially now with like all of our technology and all things, like we really don't have to go outside of our comfort zones, and like our body really.
We don't have to leave our house.
We literally don't have to leave our
house. If you work
house.
from home, you can order your groceries, you can order your wine.
You have like temperature controlled house. You can order your food to your door.
Yeah,
like,
you can FaceTime a friend instead of hanging out with them.
Yeah,
literally don't have to leave your house.
You don't have to leave your house. And so he talks about how like constant comfort is like a radically new phenomenon when you think of like the spectrum of all of humans, like Homo sapiens as like a whole.
Yeah, true.
And then
even never been so comfortable.
Literally, it's only accounts for like 0.004% of like the entire duration. Because if you think about it,
so small.
It's so small. And so
holy shit.
He first talks about like the history of all that, and then he talks about how this concept, which was really cool, like prevalence induced concept change, which essentially means like as we experience fewer problems, we don't become more satisfied. We just lower our threshold for what we consider a problem. So we end up with the same number of problems. Yeah, so we honestly just end up with the same number of problems, but our problems are just more shallow and hollow.
Yeah.
Instead of like people think like we become more comfortable, so it means
instead
less
of being
problems.
Like, where is my next meal coming from? You know,
we're
just like,
oh, we didn't get enough likes on our Instagram posts.
Yeah.
Like those are like the things that we're like creeping up on. So he's like, today's comfort is tomorrow's discomfort, essentially. Like the more comfortable you become. So he really just like tries to talk about like his journey of like going outside his comfort zone. Like he's done some crazy like hikes, and he's like lived like in a forest for like a week and like didn't have food and like crazy things. He went to the extreme. He goes to the extreme, but he just like
for a hike in a forest.
Yeah.
No, but respect to him, because I know there definitely are some people that can and will do that. I will not, but I will put my hair up in a clip.
You can put your hair up in a clip, or like I don't know, like you walked to the gym the other day because your car was like not had ice on it. That's like going outside your comfort zone, or like just like doing things that maybe you don't want to go to like a social event or like a work networking event. Like just go or
trying a new workout class. Like a month ago or two, I went and tried. They were doing like free rides at Bars and Wheels, and like I always go to Spinco, and I like one felt like a traitor, but two was just like at Spinco, like I know everyone, but at Bars and Wheels, like I don't know anyone. And I actually it turns out I knew one of the instructors there. So if like I didn't go there, I wouldn't have like realized, oh, I actually like do have a friend there.
Exactly.
And I like they do spin very differently there, and it was kind of humbling to like not be as good at it as everybody else, whereas like if I go to Spinco, I know all of the moves, like whatever, but here I was like, oh shit, like I actually have stuff like I can still learn and apply.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's really cool, and I think everyone should like try to do something new each week or each month, like push yourself outside your comfort zone. Even like making a meal, like if you're like, I feel like I'm intimidated to make lasagna, for example.
Yes,
we're talking about this.
I was, and now it's my meal prep this whole week.
And then you realize, oh, it's not even that bad, or whatever.
It's so true. I love that. Remember the Lululemon like tag? They would say like, do something once a day that scares you.
Oh my god!
Like, remember those things on their bags? Yeah. Back in the day, they don't make those bags anymore. The one with all the quotes on it.
Oh my god!
But no, I like that. Definitely get out of your comfort zone. Do something different. Try it out, and I love that. Okay, that brings us to the end of our podcast episode.
Really
guys.
goes fast, guys. All this other stuff I want to talk about. We don't have time, but we'll do it next week.
We still have next week. We have all of season 2 to sit together and catch up. So this is just the beginning.
Yes. Love you guys. Don't forget to do the giveaway.
Yes.
And
you want this sweater? It's the comfiest sweater you'll ever put on. You're gonna wear it for 4 days in a row. It's gonna be on all your B-reels.
Yes, do it. And don't add us. Don't add us.
Don't add us though. Unless you know us.
Yeah. Okay, love you guys.
Bye. Oh my god, that went by.
Why is this off?
Did it die? Was it not on?
It was on for like, I don't know when it turned off.
What happened? How come?
No!